before I get to the video, I'll just go through how I sort of figured out the prices. So I'd search up a cost of like 1 kilogram bar or a pound bar and times it by 2.205, and then I either get a midpoint if it's a range, and the volume in Terraria, the tile size is 0.6, so just cube that to get this. Then I'd find the density of these, times this like this by this in the kilograms, because that's in meters. Then we get the mass, then times this by the price, and we get this. So copper's about 70k, tin is about 112, iron 51, lead 160, silver 6.2 mil, tungsten only 2.2. Here's where it gets insane, but we have a platinum world, so we're at a little disadvantage. 460 mil for gold and 260 for platinum. There are all the pre-hard mode ores, which should be good for now, but in order to get to a value of like, well, I think Elon's like 400 bill or around that mark, so 4 for every billion, so 1600 platinum bars. I'm not sure there's that much in the world, but yeah, we'll see. Anywho's, well, this is post-production there, just untaught behind camera, just say random stuff. So just creating Miku here. I either go for like Goku or Miku. They're just two characters I like to switch between. Can give them a nice little red heart on the chest. Yeah. I think this episode will be more sort of slow paced, the start and stuff. Next episode it will speed up. I was mainly recording like boss fights, getting all the hearts, some chests. But yeah, next episode's a lot faster paced. This one's slow paced. Well, in a sense, I've sped up a lot of parts. But it feels right for hardcore stuff, because, well, you just want it a little slower. That said, after all the reforges, and I had some accessory mods, not like extra slots, but they feel like it made it a little too easy at the end. Not sort of your I can stand still and tank everything kind of stuff. Yeah, not quite that easy, but yeah, I can never balance it properly. Anyway, enough ramblings. Gotta go kill some slimes, get some wood. I had a few close calls in the beginning, but in later episodes, hardly, to be honest. I think I did have a few close recalls. This was a bloody good vein. 100 plus bars. Wait, no, 33. Had to full screen that. But still, that equates to about 1.68 mil. Lovely amount. That chest plate's going to be over a mil. Even that's easy. Can't be asked to do proper math. Hold on. Yeah, no. Nearly each D says no. I got some random Terrarian music in the background. I don't know. Well, I think in future I'll turn the music off in gameplay and then add it on because that'll be better for the viewer. It sort of sucks hard for me. Oh, I fucking hate cars. Hopefully we don't get too many cars coming through. I apologise, I didn't put any roadblocks up. Yeah. Could have just put my tungsten in the road. Yeah. I wonder how bad of a roadblock that'd be. Like if you had a 5-inch tungsten cube and just tried to run through that with the car. News, well, you call it news, but it's social media. Social media's been wild with the Epstein stuff. Might make some... I've tried to re-record this loads of times, so we'll just do the best take of all these cars in the background. Bastards. Whatever. Hey, I might do some random acknowledgement video, because do not notice complete hell. It's well, mostly hate all the nonsense. And yeah, watching some of the stuff makes you feel sicker than watching those Tom Pearl reels. Don't search that up. I randomly send them to my brother just to piss him off. Gotta kill these eyes. Yeah, Terrarian music's the box. Fucking cars! Just got my cube right here. I always sort of store him right up here when I'm playing. It's just so he's always nearby. Or I sometimes have him on that. Anyway. Let's get back to bed. Bye. I think this might be daytime now. Probably shouldn't, well, it's not singing but make too many noises because it is muted on my own, so I'll probably get the timing horrifically wrong. Yep, there's half my health. Now, quick shot. That seemed weird. Also, here I run back, you see that dandelion, there he is. That thing's bloody dangerous. Unfortunately, I don't notice. That was really close to ending the run. I realised that and yeah, started wrapping bricks. And yeah, for the first few chests I'll zoom in because yeah, everyone wants to know how many recall potions I'm getting. Die! Damn, buddy. Buddy slam. Also, I'm a tiny bit of a hoarder. That's why we're using magic storage as well. 1.4.5 update was pretty neat. Haven't tried it out, but I mean you can craft some chests and loads of other things. Oh yeah, I'm currently working on a few things. Some researching like electromagnetism. I had this idea for some pulley system that generates electricity. So I wanted to also connect it up to a gear system and see how much energy gets generated from each gear ratio, and then like link that to a video of a Googleplex gear ratio. I know there'd be loads of fundamental limitations, so I'll just mention them and then completely ignore them. But that'd be pretty fun. See if it's, well, it'd probably be well, I was about to say it'd be more than a nuclear power plant, but I mean that's a given when you get into those numbers. It's going to be more than like a Dyson sphere. And what was the other thing? I mean, the clanker said it was, but yeah, you know you can't trust clankers. I stumbled upon an idea whilst I was in the bath. So you have different phases of ice when you pressurize it, like ice 7, ice 8. I think ice like 7 and 8 is sort of like a stone. But I was thinking, what if you heat stuff up like a crazy amount and then add pressure? Because it's in a liquid form, maybe it can form similar ice, similar sort of phases. Searched up, Clanker says some metals have it, so I'm gonna have like an in-depth research of the well, I assume what dictates it. It's like metallic crystal structure and maybe something like that. If it's similar to water, maybe it doesn't. I honestly don't know what other compounds and random stuff actually behaves that way. So a lot of researching, but I just found it funny that I convergently found that idea. It's kind of neat when you do that. Why? Just drive through the other place. Please. Have mercy. Can't do this to me. You know how much I've sacrificed? You know how much I've recorded this? Oh yeah, during this mine, you bastard! During this mining trip, I abused the slot cap for the slot spawns. So later on, I get a bunch of slimes and I corner them in, and then just dig down. I mean, mine is a hell of a lot safer when you don't have to worry about anything. But this only works during the top layer. During the cavern layer, I think these don't take up the same sort of spawns, or something changes because 2 more enemies spawn, either bats and something else. Skelly bones. Doing some blacksmithing tomorrow, so I'll have some aluminium bars, or probably 1, if that. Also, I might edit out the cars, when I'm editing this voice and splicing it together. So I might just randomly go quiet and then slag off some non-existent cars. It depends. Ugh, my memory is dreadful. That's for the better when the world's so messed up. And bam! And here's where I abuse the ever-loving hell out of the slime. It did take a long time, like dragging them down with me, playing Slime Rancher. Another bit of platinum. Oh yeah, with the like ice 8 or whatever Majigga. So I was wanted to see how that affects density, because of course I love density. I'm a dense person at heart. Yeah, I want to see how that affects density, see if you could heat something up, pressurise it a ridiculous amount, hopefully get it to stay at that sort of phase. Yeah, just explore that. Also, when I'm rambling about this stuff, I'll call it speculative science. So take it with a grain of salt. Sand. Yeah. When I'm playing on my terms, well, not recorded, I tend to do it, I think 50% reduced cost or something like that. I do think you have to mine for an absolute ages to get anything. But on this playthrough I obviously do it 100%, don't interfere with that. I'll head up soon because I get tired of this malarkey. I edited everything probably like a month ago, but yeah, just haven't got around to finishing it off, recording this, all that jargon. Got a bloody convoy coming through now. I used to like that music. Like in GTA, that convoy one. You know, I'm not too fussed about it taking forever for like GTA 6, because who am I kidding? My device isn't playing any of that. I mean, I was pretty happy about Monster Hunter 4. No, Monster Hunter World, but again, yeah, also here's like 24.2 million of tungsten. Nice! Damn, my train of thought, my goldfish brain. Where were we? Nah, we tried too hard to think about stuff and then we lost. Yeah, that's the thought. Hey, right now we're up to almost 3 billion worth of platinum. Yeah, our neck is completely screwed with that math. I like the reworks. You've done a hell of a lot with all the outdated systems, which is impressive, but mad respect. Minecraft could use a big update in that sense. I mean, it only uses one core of the CPU or something like that, so it's very poorly optimized. Yeah. Anywho, if this gets a couple views, I'll get started on the next one. And I'll probably be peacing out in a second. Yeah, oh.